Seems like it must be strong. Does this say more supplies drop? It doesn't. I wonder if supply drops are more common in Chapter 2 though. Six. This is the moment when we completely whiff the start of the run and lose. Rove, at least. Most resources means more supplies. I'm not sure. I don't know. Are supplies resources? I'm talking about the meta, the like items that you can equip. I don't know if they're resources. It would make sense that you drop more of them later on. But I'm not going to assume that the game makes sense. You thought I was sleeping soon? Yeah, sometime. Spiders and wolves. And skeletons. They do spawn faster than skeletons too. What changes do I think would make the game better? I have no idea. I'm not a game designer. Game's really good. Doesn't immediately strike me that there's anything that needs to be changed. Feeling a touch weak here, to be quite honest. Got a vampire there. I'm gonna have to equip a sword, right? Don't have a shield even, like, this is just not great right now. I'm getting offered a great number of basic swords and chest plates, which don't really do much. Equipping armor has no downside in terms of fight length, but it could... Hey, there you go. Could result in me... Let's use a potion, actually. Wearing armor that I could have just discarded. Hey, we're leveled. Alright, now we're safe, I think. If I can just discard armor, it gets me one more portion of scrap metal. I really want this. I just take this. With the spiders spawning that way, it seems really good. Do I think I can beat all 4 X in 10 or less runs? I don't know exactly. It feels like if I can get Necromancer, Forest, River, Desert, that should win everything. But I don't know, like the metascaling helps, right? Metascaling helps quite a lot. Feels like it could win everything. Maybe not should win everything. Do we like Loop Hero? Yes, I do. Vampire villages and mansions. Very good. Yes. You have to be able to kill them though. And you don't necessarily have the ability to kill them at the start of the run. So I think that's the issue. Let's equip this now. I did not use a potion. Your first experience with that was that one vampire plus 4 other enemies just destroyed you. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'd call it win more. Like, once you have enough metascaling to handle that early on in a run, it's really good. And you haven't, like, necessarily won the game at that point already. Like 1 per second in combat, but I'm not in combat that often, so probably not. Below the part where it says I'll drink a potion. I didn't drink a potion yet. Hey, I can force myself to drink a potion by playing mountains though. Boom. Got him. What does this do? Damage to all and evasion? Maybe I'll put that on later. The Loop 1 ransacked village is free, Loop 2 is easy, and Loop 3 you need to have scaled. Yeah, that's like assuming, I think, that you got given any equipment at all on Loop 1 and stuff like that. Which admittedly is a reasonable assumption, but you don't always actually get those things. And also the village doesn't help you get those things. So. That's a drop. Okay. A Vamp Village first loop is so good. I mean, I died to a first loop Vamp Village, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was second loop. Yeah, I think it was second loop, actually. I agree that it's really strong. It's like, you have to get it going, though, for it to be really good. Okay. This armor would be insane, but I'm not sure I want to speed up that much. Goblins? Sure. I have Oblivion this time, if I want to get rid of goblins. Like, that isn't an incredible goblin spawn location. You will not see it consistently, it's true, and when you do see it, you have to also see vampires. Vampires are also low card weight. It's like a combo deck or something. Do this. Bunch of sustain. I have a lot of roadside things. Probably pretty good. What is this? Oh my. I think I'll let stuff spawn for a bit, but yeah, we definitely can get stronger. I drank a potion again. That interaction's really funny to me. Iconoclast? I'm not sure what those words mean. I'm gonna wait on Oblivion until I have stuff built. Where are my sweet drops? Where's my thingamajig that gives me 1 defense for every card in hand? Why didn't I get that yet? Do worms not have the retreat ability in chapter 1? They don't? Oh, okay. Yeah, this does seem obscene then. Okay, I didn't realize that. I mean, maybe it's really good even without that, but with that, that's a lot. It seems really good. I'm assuming I'm strong enough to just all in on spawners at this point. Although, did I get stronger in any way, actually? I might just be overestimating how strong I am based on how last run went. Has been working though. It's a lot of defense. You want the full Google Sheets link, Geek Pirate? Is the red sword not good? It is good. I'm going to get outscaled this act. Yeah, I don't want to go to loop 100. I want to go to loop 7 or something. I'm just not putting on the strong gear yet because I don't want to speed up my kills. That's why I don't have this stuff on. Okay. I think that's quite good. I think that's quite a good first drop. I'm glad, Trotter. You dropped that like a spider or something, I think. I just fought a spider, yeah. This came from a spider. Let's go here for a fight with 5 enemies. Do counterattacks get vamp? Yeah, they do. Don't have treasuries this time. Thanks, no wait, Super Gamma Guru. The on-loop traits like Article Protection and Ritual Prep seem like free boss skills. I think I know what both of those are. The same way I'm right, they definitely both make boss kills much easier. Vampirism 9. I take Surveyor. Huh. Okay. What does that mean that I took Surveyor? I don't know. This is my penultimate loop, I think. Smork skeletons. I got a rock. That's my, where's my level 5 rare sword? God, I'm so fucking good at this game. Alright. A dinner table. 1 times loop HP for passing the campfire. That's a bit of a whiff. That one I'm less excited about. I Magic damage and damage to all. That's a lot of damage. I don't know how good this attack speed is. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. I'll take that. Heal 15 by hitting a chest. Ooh. Okay, this is very sustain. Most games don't let you wear more than 1 to 2 rings. That does seem very unsettling. Battlefield. I wanted to go to an easy tile with vampires. Does one arrange for that to happen on this map? I don't know. Maybe this and place vampires by this? It probably works. Oh, I made clots. Probably okay. What do I need? I don't remember. What am I trying to build? Could be anything. I'm trying to get crypt and something else. Maybe? Where does the chest spawn if it's adjacent to 2 tiles? Either. When spawners are adjacent to multiple tiles, they just spawn on random tiles. Damage is increased by 20% of defense value. I could also just take Blissful Ignorance and use it to harm the mountain for Metamorphosis. Interesting. See a brain fist. Just gonna take damage. More goblins. Uh-oh. How useful are meta orbs? You have more than you need. You use them to craft new supplies, these ones. That's what they're used for. Mostly, at least that's my understanding. When you craft, is it random or only ones you don't have? It is random. You can equip multiples. Attack speed over regen? Probably. So better defense, I think, on that. Got a bit of a spider infestation. Maybe it's good though. In this game, it looks way too rad. It's pretty rad. It's pretty rad. Wait, it's in the wrong place now. It's not the place I wanted it to be in. Oh well. Start placing stuff around the camp, I guess. Find yourself beating the boss rarely. There's a lot of learning in this game. It's actually incredibly complicated. But also very simple. But also incredibly complicated. Hold off on meadows until I spawn the boss, I think. I'm so tired. Yes, I'm tired. This is gonna be the last one, I think. Oh my god, it's 12:30. Oh, okay, no wonder I'm tired. Oblivion on peak is cheating. I think it's allowed. Where were you when Jorbs was cheat? Got 2 wood from that. How do I feel about the replayability of the game? I've enjoyed playing 40 hours of it in 3 days. I don't know what the future will be like, though. It is in the future. Feels like without the treasuries, I'm just not gonna farm enough. Interesting. It's not really replaying if you never stop playing. Fair. That seems fair. It's hard to know if you're doing something wrong or if you just haven't meta progressed enough yet. Oh, I think we're all doing something wrong all the time. 8 defense? It probably makes me like close to invincible right now, I think. Still early enough. The skeletons might hit me. Yeah, the skeletons hit me, but a lot of the other stuff doesn't really. It's like a slight damage upgrade. Guess I'll take it. I'm gonna do this as well to get Vamp back. Best stat overall for Warrior? It's like all of these games. You need some sustain, some defense, some offense. All of these games are like that. I want to kill faster. I think I'll be fine. It's a game that's about how the different stats that are available to you become stronger together multiplicatively. So it's not about trying to go all in on one of them, it's about trying to balance them in a way that becomes strong. How can you be as smart as me? Just like learn things for a while? I don't know. Am I dying? Maybe I have to beat the boss this loop. This is a lot more defense. Loses me Vampirism though. The problem is I don't have enough sustain. Largely. I don't really think I want more vampires right now. Maybe I could put this here though. Oh, or like... just put it there, I guess. Put this here, and now I can spawn the boss. Did I want to spawn the boss now? I don't remember. Loop 5? Probably. You have to eat Jorbs to be Jorbs. That's how food works. And also how eating works. And also how Jorbs works. So yeah, I mean, that's everything. Regen and the Vamp? Let's try this. I got a bed! The oak bed. 1% HP for passing the campfire, but max HP is lowered by 2% from the base amount. Is that good? I have no idea. Is there always the same skeleton boss at the end, or are there more? This is chapter 1 with chapter 1's boss. There are other chapters with other bosses. What does this do? I think defense. I only had 13 defense before taking that, actually. feels low. I think what I'm learning here is that I really need treasuries. I'm just not going to get enough resources without treasuries on a run like this. It's much more painful than I thought it was going to be. Also, yeah, possible that I died to the boss. This boss is mostly a big babby though. Should mostly be okay. Especially if I save magic damage for it. And I have 87 HP per day, which is really good. And decent sustain perks, so I should get there okay. Treasuries get doubled by rivers. No, landscape tiles get doubled by rivers. Treasuries aren't landscape tiles. The game soundtrack is available to purchase on Steam, Zazeus. If I just go 32 defense, I don't think any of these can hit me. Pretty sure none of them can hit me. So maybe that's skeleton later. How does defense work? No idea, but it's pretty good against these enemies when you have 31 of it. But yeah, no clue whatsoever. Absolutely none. God, it keeps on changing to be in a worse place than before. What's up with that? Dream here is definitely to die to the third ghost, because it would be hilarious. Definitely done better going through this part of the game with different setups, but mostly that was because our equipment was better, I think. decide vampire villages aren't worth it. I just didn't feel like I could actually get them going consistently enough yet. A very good boss fight shield. This one's actually slightly better. Hey, Rumpty. Oh, this is a really awkward time to get super ghosts. Maybe I shouldn't have made battlefields like I did. Maybe I'm pushing too hard. 'Oh, this is so much better? Okay. I don't understand why my defense isn't doing better than it is. Like 31 defense is so much. I must have hit diminishing returns on it. Yes. I have not fought any secret bosses, no. .6% Vampirism, 1.2 regen. This is my problem. I had like 40 Vampirism in previous runs, but I haven't been offered it. Place cocoons next to road for surveyor HP. Good call. How much is that? It's only 2.5? Wow, I thought that perk was better. Perk was a lot better. Let me actually hold on to this in case I want to put it on, yeah? This is the one I'll put on. This fight probably isn't helping me much. Although they don't bleed and they have 30 defense. Actually, it does help me. Okay, never mind. I think it's fine. We entered it at 440. I'll level up. I don't counterattack. Oh, Article Protection. I won. Okay. That was close. Good hit. What does Article of Protection do? It gives me a massive overshield. When I take it, and then also when I enter the campfire, which means when I do the boss fight. Have a DPS sword, DPS armor, shield, ring. Okay. String butter? Not sure, can't tell. Maybe. We'll try it. I think either works. At this point, once I have the overshield, it's easy, right? Stay. Max HP would be a lot better if it healed you when you gained it. Yes, it certainly would. Take an 85, 84, so 170. 250 or 60 or so. 380, 470. Wouldn't have actually come close to dying anyway. Can't see what this is. Omicron's technique, +1 resurrection charge. Is that good? Just crash in the act for a boss with him having 20% HP. RIP. Resurrects me at full HP. That seems incredibly good for boss fights, yeah. I want to do another loop, but I can't see what this shield is. If it's good, I can do another loop, right? If it's not... I have no sustain, actually, right now. They have 1k health. I can click stay and instantly pause. Actually, it's already paused. 23 defense. Regen, evasion. I don't think it's good enough. But I'm going home with uncapped resources. That's so miserable. I could also just use my I've beaten the boss 3 times, so I can bring home stuff if I die. Like, I'm just gonna go get more stuff. And if I die, I die. It's like, whatever. We've got a lot of skeletons to help us. I don't actually have Omicron. It's a perk that I can unlock in later runs. 121? It's a joke. Definitely don't have the perk. Just wondering if I blow this up. Is this the worst fight for me? Feels like it is. Better spear? Just healed 150 for the day? That's pretty good. I was not planning on staying at the end of last loop, so this is gonna be a little bit awkward maybe. There's gonna be a lot of fights I'm not very happy to attempt. Imagine just not having Vampirism. On anything, and having no way to get it. I'm dead, great. This is also not Vamp. It's also not Vamp. 10% Vamp. We're giving up our really sweet everything for 10% Vamp. This is the level 8 shield that I stayed for. Gray Vamp Ring 2. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's better. Okay. We'll just do that. It was a mimic. I think we healed off it. This is... I guess the evasion's slightly better. It's like really close. Space hamster. I think I might just become a vampire in real life. This seems so much better than not being a vampire. It was very different without desert and forest. And river. I miss river. I miss river very much. That's so much more regen. This is so much more regen. I lose 5 defense, but I gain 1.8 health per second. I imagine that 5 defense blocks 1.8 health per second, huh? Especially the evasion. Not gonna lie, being a vampire sucks. I doubt it. Let's go meadows! Let's go meadows. Maybe if there were more things that were percent HP somehow. I'm not sure exactly what I'm thinking of, but percent HP stuff would make the max HP a little bit better. There's like the one perk that I took, and other than that, there isn't much. The meadows are interesting because obviously we would be dead without the meadows, but also if they were anything else would be doing much better. I guess except for rocks. I don't particularly want lots more rocks. Yeah, that vamp ring was all we needed. I'm still not doing great for food supply though. Maybe 2 more loops. Maybe 2 more loops. I'm reconsidering. How do you do forest, river, desert? Just lots of forests by the river and deserts on their own. No, the deserts are to make Oasis. Oasis is really, really, really good. Level 7 vamp ring does seem sort of like what we needed right now, huh? Level 3 vamp armor? Is it better? Don't know. It's probably close, actually. Replace this here when we get closer. Does damage to all plus vamp a viable strat against large groups of enemies? Yeah, it does pretty well. I wouldn't hate having damage to all right now, that's for sure. Or more vamp for that matter. Wait, it went up there. And it got linked. Looks like my health is higher than it was before. Oh, that's vampirism. Alright, now we have to start asking interesting questions like, do we go another loop after this one? Because this is under control now, actually. Vamp orange ring. Ah, worse. I don't know if that's better. It might be better. Can't you get? I feel like you can get lots and lots of the pages, and then once you have an alchemist, you can transform them all. We should try to get pages, though. If we can go again. Maybe we can. Pages are from discarding cards in hand. Discarding to hand size, mostly. Better? I don't know. Yeah, we are very much not taking damage anymore. I'm gonna level again sometime soon. Mizuki. We do have skulls. We only have 3 though. Oh, I'm capped on metals and wood now, and almost capped on stone. That happened quick. It does feel like supplies are hard to get. And I want to stop playing Meadows at some point, so... Seems strong. This is the end of the loop feeling in Loop Hero. Then you return to the beginning of the next loop and all of the enemies get significantly harder. Nitro Monte. I do have 207 HP per day. I've been in this situation before. It's very... like... Okay. Wonder if that's better than the attack speed. I don't know. Toward the end of fights, it certainly is. There was a harpy in the mountain the entire time. Imagine if I had a ring of chrono crystalled meadows. If only. If only I was playing chrono crystals. We fill the map for viewers. I don't want clots though. If I tried river plus chrono crystals plus meadows, I mean, that is like, I think by far the least exciting thing I've ever heard of that I could do with river. You can do so much stuff that's broken with river. That is just not really it. Anyone else feel like I started taking less damage from attacks when I put on tier 7 armor? Every morning the hero's sword is filled with sunlight, causing its next attack to deal ×2 damage to all. This perk is insane. This perk is insane. Wait, no, I'm trying to make pages. I don't want to fill the map up. Oh well. Do it for you, chat. You'd suspect I was taking less damage on the Busted Rogue round because of the level of items. Yes, I certainly did. Seemed like it to me. Attack speed over Vampirism with much more damage. I think... well, it's not actually more damage. Never mind. If it was more damage, I would do it, but it loses damage to all, and all the fights have 5 enemies, so it's not actually that great. We go again. We go again. This is easy. And reading books now. We're gonna max this. Get 10 orbs of expansion. Get more food supply. Finish maxing rock. And we're gonna get a bunch of book of memories. Go for it. 225. 251. Does that have Vamp on it? It does. The region's not worth it at this point though. Nice overshield. You get to see how much the defense is doing there, I guess. Vamp 13. Loses 4 defense. How do I get food supply on this run aside from meadows? Meadows. That's how I get food supply. %, I'm taking less damage. That's really weird. Isn't it? Not the first time I've noticed that. Oh, actually, where'd that thing go with the vamp on it? This? I think I do take this, and the reason is that I have the Blade of Dawn thing. It's just gonna full heal me when I cast it. Would damage to all give more sustained than Vamp at this point? Well, wait a second. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Post fight. Oh no, it's gonna go if all there's one enemy. Damn it. Anyway, the point is, when that happens, I heal a very large amount. Also, I sort of want to take a 34 defense shield, because I don't feel like I'll take damage anymore. Except from skeletons. Yeah, those don't damage me. I heal against 4 spiders, even if they hit me every time. Alright, good defense, good defense. Defense seems to lower damage by defense over 2. Or someone got the formula. I don't know what the formula is. Like I'm taking the same amount of damage? I'm definitely taking less damage. Things are hitting me for 3 and stuff. I'm definitely taking less damage. Does Vampirism work with magic damage and damage to all? It definitely works with magic. Definitely works with damage to all. I assume it works with magic damage as well. Hey, I'm at full health. God. If I die to the fucking super ghost. Having deja vu right now. I guess I actually want to turn this into a meadow. I don't care about max HP anymore. You don't think I can get the tier 3 ghost this act? Oh, okay. It does mention gold cards, which would be sort of weird to have in this act, which doesn't have gold cards unlocked yet generally. This run turned around nicely. It was close leading up to the boss. You can get it, just it doesn't have any abilities. Oh, right. Yeah. Oop! Where'd the enemies go? You got ghost on your first run, not fun. It's pretty funny that that happened to you on your first run. Alright, just waiting on meadows. What is creating the big ass swords? Are you talking about the AoE thing that I do sometimes? That's a perk. Do I do another loop? I feel like I probably could. But I'm sort of gonna cap on resources. Oh, I got shoe nails. I forgot that I can drop these. Oh, I probably do then. With Poultry Shout it feels under control, and also I'm gonna level up again. Need an auto campfire retreat toggle. They have one actually. If you hold this, it turns on auto return by the campfire. It won't retreat for you, but it will bring up the screen asking you if you want to retreat. Are you winning some? I seem to be doing alright. You think this ring's better? Almost. You can also turn on auto pause at the campfire. True. I have that turned on. I saw that the game speed moved up. No, we found out that that was breaking things, unfortunately. That level 8 shield is actually somehow good enough to be better than a level 9 shield. Look at that. Cool. That's why I feel so overleveled. My loot number is 7 and my shield is better than level 9. Well, it's on par with level 9. What's your question, London? What was the INI speed breaking? Lots of things. Regen and combat wasn't being calculated correctly anymore. Well, it was being calculated as though time was passing at a different speed, which is what the INI change did, so it makes sense. What else? Vampire villages didn't spawn ghouls anymore for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Do the unfilled equip slots ever have items drop for them? Some of them for other characters. I believe some of them are in case you get a second armory. An armory unlocks one of them, and then you can get more than one armory in the same run, in theory, by fighting an enemy which can drop gold cards. No, there's an enemy that does that, Cetox. Don't kill me, ghost. Ooh. It's 2 levels higher and it's only 1% more vamp. Unlucky. I'm still not quite asleep. You want to check out item stats? Which item? That's probably better, right? This is the same. I like the idea of using white and blue equipment with no rares, so we'll run it like this. Goblins and rat wolves are related, in your opinion? Maybe. Could be. We almost made it to 10 supplies. Eating to sleep gets in the way of min-maxing meta progression. I'll sleep at the end of the run. Rare? Worse. You ever get boots and helmets? The warrior gets hats if he... Okay. The warrior gets hats if he... unlocks the armory. The rogue gets boots. I'm not sure if the warrior can get boots. The stats are pretty straightforward, huh? Not leaving much mystery about what I'm doing that's strong there. Wonder how far we'd get if I left it running and went to sleep. I don't really feel concerned about next loop. Next loop seems like we'll be fine. Chat will watch until I died. I could like literally just leave. God, that was not the best poultry strike. Get to the end of the loop and auto pause. I could turn the auto pause off. Would I get in trouble if I went to sleep and left the stream running? I think you can do that in some circumstances. I might leave somebody else in charge of it somehow. If I did something like that, I'd have to plan ahead. Yeah, I think I'd start dying in not that long if I didn't upgrade my equipment. I don't know how long I'd go if I keep upgrading my equipment though. Maybe we need a constraint on this that you're only allowed like max 10 loops per run to stop infinite farming of the supplies, just because infinite farming of the supplies is boring. It seems like a reasonable constraint. You get any more resources once the map is full. Well, the problem is, sure, I'm maxing out on the resources, whatever. But the problem is, these. These are dropping very slowly from enemies. And, yeah. That's the problem, basically. Oh my gosh, we have rolled a lot of ghosts in this fight. Just ready to watch me full heal. I'm pretty excited about this, to be honest. The campfire drop-off trait doesn't go infinite now. It doesn't even increase the total number you can bring home. Wow, it's a lot of damage you've dealt. It sure would be a shame if all of my health came back. Wasn't even all of it. Uh-oh. Isn't bad though. Thoughts on Blood and Hungering Groves? I just found them to be too slow and finicky to set up. Yeah, we seem to have reached the part where I need to find upgrades to my gear. Eventually. Although, also, these are the hardest fights because they're the ones with skeletons in them. So if I don't die in them, like, the other ones are easier than this. Quite a lot easier than this. The spiders are only hitting me for 4. The spiders are only hitting me for 4 and 5. So, like, I heal for 33 every time I attack them. As long as I don't just completely die to those skeletons, I'm completely fine. And I'm through, so... that's that. Maxing these out, getting Oblivion to max this out. Shield is slightly better. Can I control which creature I'm hitting? Nope. Control which creatures spawn on different tiles, though. There should be an in-game UI chapter indicator, or are you just missing it? I agree. There isn't one. You can tell because when you mouse over an enemy, they have different perks. That would be the way to tell. I'm gonna take this for quality of life. It'll make things go faster, even if it's not technically better. So, I actually went to Oblivion Meadows, I guess. I want to get the rest of my food supply. It's pretty brutal. It's weird that common gear is better than legendary at high loops. Yeah. Yeah, it does feel weird. Scaled a lot better than where most players would be on loop 8. I've been doing a lot of fights. Very large number of fights. It's interesting that common gear is more focused on one stat, but the disparity is too large in your opinion. It's like the modifiers on an item with 3 modifiers add up to be about the same as the amount on an item with 1 modifier a lot of the time. Which means for Necromancer and Rogue, you really like the items with lots of modifiers because those characters are about matching modifiers together. But for Warrior, you don't get that much out of matching different modifiers. So probably if the items with lots of modifiers were even stronger, they would feel too much on Rogue and Necromancer, I'm guessing, but I don't know. Did I look up the tile combinations since beating chapter 4? I think I know them all. I haven't looked them up though. But I think I know them all. Why am I not using treasuries on this run? I can't bring home more than 10 of each resource. Does that answer your question, or are you? I don't know why you think I should be using treasuries. Hey, upgrade. How do you get out of chapter 1? You've beaten the Lich multiple times. Click on chapter 2 when you're launching the next run. That's all. Oh yes, if you have the demo, that might be your problem too. These are pretty rare, huh? I wonder if they are limited by something other than monster kills. If they're maybe limited by... I don't know, like you get 1 per 2 loops you run or something like that. Meh, can't be that. If I knew how they dropped, I could work out how to optimize finding them, but I don't know how they drop. You saw a total of 8 supplies and 50 loops, mass murdering spiders. I guess getting 4 and 8 loops is pretty good then. Your character takes turns killing different things. I don't think those mattered very much. The game is fully released. You think the drop rate drops the more you get in a single run? That would make sense. Ooh. I like attack speed, giving up a little bit of vamp. Supplies perk doesn't let you go over cap, no. Common to see 2 or 3 supplies drop in a run, yeah. That has been my experience too. What was I going to do after this run? I was going to unlock Necromancer and try to kill the Act 2 boss? Yeah. Right? Are these good against the Act 2 boss? Not incredible. One-time torch. Yes, I will go to sleep. I'm just trying to... I'm wondering if there's anything I need to change in what I'm doing here to make sure that I'm well set up for the next thing tomorrow, but it doesn't seem like there's much I can really do. Set me up better for Necromancer. I got enough stone. That was basically all I needed, was to cap stone. Is this the first non-tutorial run you file? Nope, we killed Lich in the first run, but this is the fourth. I killed Lich in the first run. In the second run, I accidentally started chapter 2, which I regret massively. And actually did alright, but ended up dying. I actually died to slimes, because I was a defense stack build, and slimes have armor shred, and a slime spawned in a different fight and just shredded my armor, and then the other enemies just killed me. I was stable, and then I lost like half of my health in one fight or something. And then run number 3, we killed the Lich and capped out on resources pretty comfortably. And this is number 4, we have killed the Lich, and on top of killing the Lich, we unlocked the perk that gives you a resurrection charge, which is a really nice perk to have for later. Just a really big deal in boss fights, gives us an entire extra health bar against the boss. And now, I didn't bring treasuries on this run because I wanted to get Metamorphosis. So I brought Oblivion instead of treasuries. I wasn't running Oblivion before now. But Oblivion lets you break your mountain and remake it, which makes you a ton of Metamorphosis. So I've been trying to stack that, and we're just chilling out a bit. Also, this is the first run where I have supplies unlocked, so I've been trying to find another supply or two. The ones we got aren't incredible. I think Antique Wardrobe is very good. This helps a huge amount to get you stable at the start of runs. It just will heal you for like 100 HP in one loop sometimes, which is a big deal. But the others aren't incredible. The problem with shoe nails is that it speeds up enemies dying so much at the start. I'm not sure you can take it because it just stops you from spawning enough enemies in loop 1 and 2. I've typically avoided things which increase my damage early. So I said I was going to let myself do 10 loops. Do we trust that we even can? Is this the start of loop 9 or the start of loop 10? It's the start of loop 9. I would get another... The thing is, one more supply can completely break the run. I'm going once more. If this goes on YouTube and people are watching on YouTube, they can skip. Unless they're going to miss me dying and wanted to see that, because I might die. We'll see. Do I mainly try to get Vamp in all of my runs? In most of my runs? Well, you need sustain to fight lots of enemies. So on this character, your sustain is regen or Vamp. Yep. It's gonna be hard to sustain if you don't have either regen or vamp, and I think it's generally a lot easier to use vamp early because regen has a bunch of synergies later on, like the time beacons make your regen count twice as much in fights, for example. Deserts with reserves make oases, which reduce attack speed by 50%. These are things that make regen a lot stronger. But at this point in the run, those aren't unlocked yet. So vamp was going to be your sustain. I just beat the Act 4 boss with regen. Like, it's pretty good. Did I use regen? I'm pretty sure I used regen. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I used regen. It was a long time ago now. Oh! Oh! 4% boss damage. That's super worth. Heal on counter perk. Heal on counter perk was good. At 3 times loop, and is a lot worse at 1.5 times loop. It got nerfed by like 50% of its value, which makes it a lot worse. I'm afraid I'm going to miss when I draw Oblivion. I should draw it every 16 cards or so, maybe? 20 cards or so? Probably every 20 cards or so I draw an Oblivion. Ibaru. I got to have one good run based on that counter perk in my first save file. Maybe 2, actually. I didn't play that much Warrior, but when I did play Warrior, it was like I was sort of holding on to counter gear in case I got that perk, because it was so strong if I had the counter gear. I think I had one run where I got it and then couldn't find counter gear and died. Whoa, it was the fancy ghost. Did not seem very threatening. First time I've seen it though. In this run at least. If we level up again, we could get the Oblivion perk. That's true. It's gonna take a while to level up at 4 XP per enemy. Wait, that enemy gave 13 XP. They gave 10. Is this gonna give 7? And this gives 4? You get more experience. For enemies when there are more enemies in the fight. Whoa. I didn't know that. Huh. Look at that. Learned something. This has... What? This has 1009 max HP on it. You said so many times. Oh, I'm sorry. I just must have missed it. Wait, that means that like 4 slimes are incredible for experience gain. Like 4 slimes are significantly... They're what? 4, 13, 17, twice 34. 34 experience for 4 spiders versus 4 experience for 1. Oh, I actually think I want that. For 1 skeleton. Good night, Capillion Brown. Another reason Ransacked Village is good. Oh yeah, for sure. That's a super easy 5 enemy fight. So what are the other easy ways to fight lots of enemies on a tile early? It's mostly just spiders and Ransacked Village, I guess. Goblins, actually. Goblins spawn really fast. It's not that hard to spawn goblins. And they're not actually that dangerous for the first few loops. It means vampires are really good. I guess vampires are even better in chapter 2 as well because you spawn an extra enemy on those fights. Regen doesn't scale properly when you increase game speed through the INI. Yes, we discovered that here, in fact, I believe. Battlefield is an extender, but it's inconsistent. Battlefield definitely does some nice things for you. I couldn't get Cheat Engine to modify the game speed for me. I have like 6.6, maybe I need to download a new version of Cheat Engine or something. Or maybe I need to capture a different process, I don't know. Would it slowing game speed through the INI make regen OP? I think it breaks all sorts of things. Changing the game speed in the INI caused villages to stop working when I put vampires next to them. Like they wouldn't spawn ghouls. People said they tried increasing game speed by 1,000 and they didn't take damage anymore. Like, I think it just is buggy as all hell. It's not better to blow up the mountain peak and put a meadow in there. I mean, I can do that. I've done it like 3 times, right? I guess I'll do it again. Make sure I get the Metamorphosis resource maxed. Alright. Everything except food supply is maxed. How could I have gotten more food supply? I guess playing treasuries. Easy answer. 11? Ooh. We dropped a +2 here. Is that the vampire? Somebody just dropped an item that was overleveled by 2 levels. Hey, 5th lobby. And we see quest rewards real quick. You want to see this? Like mouse over it? We have old painting, which increases damage done by 4% to bosses. We have shoe nails. Attackers receive 1 damage after every hit. Oak bed, plus 1% HP for passing the campfire, but max HP is lowered by 2% from the base amount. Genuinely have no idea why I would ever want this for anything. I just don't know. Just don't know. Anyway, dinner table. +1 times loop HP for passing the campfire. As far as I can tell, this does the same thing, but doesn't reduce my max HP by 2%. I don't know. And Antique Wardrobe, plus 5 HP every time the hero equips a new item. So we get to look forward to hundreds of people asking why I'm equipping a bunch of items and then discarding them immediately. Next run. Other tiles have things like Big Mountain. Suburbs sort of do. Blocks of suburbs turn into what are they called? Cities or towns or something? I forgot. 1% versus a one-time loop. Yes, if you wanted to build lots of max HP, I guess I can understand why you might want to... Well, actually, I don't know if this is 1% of your current max HP or if it's... Heals 20% HP on... Oh yeah, so it goes to 21%. Maybe that's okay. Is this better? Close? Better? Better. More damage. Makes up for the loss of Vampirism. Turns into a town, sure. Warrior friend is too powerful. To think that I was close to losing this run. I wonder how long it could go. The thing is, I could, if I wanted to keep going forever, I could Oblivion the skeletons. And replace them with spiders. And no other enemies dangerous, really. It's only the skeletons who are dealing damage. If I did get rid of the skeletons, I'd stop dropping over-leveled gear. But... probably be fine. One common Vamp ring saved it all. Yep, I just needed any equipment with Vamp on it, really. Alright, I have successfully destroyed my mountain peak. Now people will ask, did you know? Did you know that if you place mountains 3x3, it makes a mountain peak? Why do you put meadows in the middle of your mountains? I checked in on Jorbs' stream, and he seemed like he was doing okay. Loop 9. Still alive, just barely probably. Doesn't even understand how to place landscape tiles. Big noob, wouldn't recommend him. Guy seems to have no idea what he's doing. GG. I am leaving. Wait, you can just leave and keep all of your resources even when you're not at the campfire? Wait, really? I wonder if Jorbs will take loop 10 for one more food. I'm gonna regret that I didn't. Let me tell you. This unlocks desert and sand dune. Crypt requires metals. Cemetery requires metals. I need 11 metals to do this, so I don't get to do the Intel Center. Yeah, I think the option to leave unimpeded is unlocked when you beat the chapter's final boss. I think that is true. Do you play a lot of roguelikes? Hey Jorbs, come here often. I feel like you might enjoy Fortnite. It seems up your alley. Got an arsenal from a ghost, you suddenly regret not having Oblivion in the deck. Wait, what's wrong with getting an arsenal? Oh, you don't have any space to place it. Gotcha. So we go Necro and try to beat Chapter 2 with our supply of Antique Wardrobe and Old Painting. Basically it. We don't think Warrior beats Act 2? Probably not with this stuff. Probably need Forest to beat Act 2 with Warrior. Does anybody know what Forest costs to unlock? Just wondering. Just wondering. Just did it on yours. 3 Orbs of Evolution to Metamorph. Is that it? 3 Orb of Evolution to Metamorph. But I don't have Orb of Evolution, is my problem. And River is the same. I feel like River was something similar. Oh, this is an Orb of Evolution? Sure. If only that Act 2 run had not died. I think I played too conservatively. I think I was meant to go for Act 2. River is 15 Orbs of Expansion. Oh, but I have those. Wait, could I unlock River right now? River with Meadow and Mountain. Huh, sort of not the right things. Ooh, where do you get the Storm thing? The combo with Forest from? That library? I've never tried making a 3x3 river. I don't know if it makes a lake. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I could just buy the Intel Center and then I would know. I want the Intel Center and the Smelter, right? Because the Smelter is what lets me do the other thing. The Arsenal, that's the one. I feel like I should reset. 4 runs to get here seems too bad. I think I can win in 8 runs. We get Desert now? Yeah, but Desert doesn't... I need River for Desert to be good, I think. I don't think Desert's great on its own. Problem with river with desert, or river with... The problem with desert... Oh, river with desert is basically forest. I see what you said. Yeah, that's basically true. You think I can win in 7 with this start? Well, next one's 5, then 6, then 7. You think I can go Act 2, 3, 4? Interesting. Interesting. How likely is a first round Lich kill? Probably like 1 in 5 to 10? 1 in 5 to 10 probably? Desert is good just so you don't have to have rocks in your deck. Although rocks are pretty good for boss fights. The way that you beat like Lich early with Warrior is you sustain well enough through loop 4 or 5 to be at full health at the end of it, and then switch to damage gear and kill the boss. But if you have deserts, you're not going to have enough health to survive. At least that's how I was beating the boss that early. It's possible that there are other ways to do it at this point, I guess. Alright, I'm going to read